Hi, I am Paul Chartier. You're watching Heart of Gold. A long time coming, Annalisa Wagner. Thanks for joining us.
Absolutely, happy to be here.
Dress for Success, Lexington.
Yes.
You and I have bumped into each other many, many months, and I'm finally glad to have you on. Thank you.
So happy to be here.
We have great props during this taping. I know what you do. Tell people what you do.
Sure. Well, we opened our doors in October of 2013, and we work with women. It's all about empowering their lives, empowering them and changing their lives every day. And so our actual mission at Dress for Success Lexington is to empower women to achieve economic independence, and we actually do that by providing professional attire for them, a whole network of support and development tools to hopefully not only help them get a job, but actually be able to keep the job.
Now, you're the co-founder.
I am.
As well as the executive director.
Yes.
You are the whole ball of wax.
Something like that.
You're it. How did you come up with this idea, and what spurred you to start this organization?
So I actually grew up here in Lexington, and I had moved away, been in a lot of different places, had a lot of opportunity with a lot of different jobs, and came back to Lexington about 14 years ago. And I used to run a little gallery in downtown Lexington that is now the beautiful 21C Hotel. And so I, as they joke around about the hair club for men, I found myself in a position where not only was I the co-founder, but I could have also been a client because I was without a job. And so I wanted to do something in the community to really give back to the women here in Lexington. I was familiar with Dress for Success, which is actually an international nonprofit. It's now in 143 different cities in 21 countries all over the world. And they celebrate 20 years this year. As a matter of fact, they've been around 20 years. And I was familiar with Dress for Success from some of the other cities that I'd been in, and said, you know, we need to do something like this here in Lexington. So I was fortunate to meet up with Jennifer Monarch, who was actually a friend of a client from the gallery. So all about networking. It
is in this town.
It is. Yep. We got connected. She was a young lawyer here in town, and so with a background in social work from UK, I ended up covering that part of the organization, and she crossed all our T's and dotted all our I's, and away we went.
Are you funded, or how do you derive the revenue to keep on moving every month?
Any way we can, Paul.
Yes.
As any
creative.
As any other nonprofit, absolutely. So we have a board of 7 people, women in all kinds of different industries here in the Lexington area, and so they really run. They're the governing and fundraising part of what we do.
They're probably dynamic women.
Absolutely.
And if I can put you on the spot to name all 7.
Sure.
Please.
So Diane Verhalen, she is our board chair. Candace French is actually our vice chair. We have Tiffany Thompson with Temper Sealy. We've got a great corporate sponsorship going on with them this month. But Tiffany is our treasurer. And then we have Liz Paul, who is from Keeney, who acts as our secretary. And we have some brand new board members. Nancy House is one of them. She's a lawyer in Winchester. We have Lindsay Hughes Thurston. She is actually the Assistant Secretary of State. So we've got some big names there as well. And then Catherine McGuire, who owns her own company. So a lot of women business owners, a lot of powerful women in the community.
Powerful women, yes.
Absolutely. We're very excited to have them all.
As we share this information, do you want to grow your board, or are you at a size right now that it's a perfect size for you to do what you need to do?
We would love to grow our board to about 11 members. Right now, we're at 7. I am a member of the board. I'm a non-voting member of the board, acting as executive director. So we have got some really dynamic women. We're looking to expand the board. Nancy House is one of the people that Nancy and Lindsay are in charge of kind of scoping out some new new folks to actually join our board. So we're really excited about that.
Okay, your nonprofit funding is limited. The clothing you provide, how do you come across to gather the clothing, and then to whom do you provide the clothing?
Sure. So the clothing that we get is from the community. So the community has been very generous in their donations. We have a donation day at our new location. We've just recently moved.
To where?
We were in Eastland Shopping Center, and literally over the holidays, we moved over to Center Parkway. So we are now currently in what was the old Gainesway Shopping Center.
By the police?
It is by the police roll call
safe
station.
Area. Yes.
Yes. So we're on the College for Technical Education and Bluegrass Career Services campus. You know, the Kentucky department's over there. We have, we're right behind a Valero gas station, but it is just down from the campus. So we have our main office there, which consists of our career center to do all these lovely things that you see, the career counseling, the resume writing, the mock interviews, and then our boutique is there as well. And then we have a separate donation center. So in the donation center, people can donate on Thursdays from 1 to 4, and we ask that they donate things that are something that the women that we work with would be comfortable wearing in today's job market.
So it's not just for the interview, it's for everyday professional attire.
Absolutely. So we suit the ladies up for the interview. A lot of people think that Dress for Success Lexington is about just the clothing. Really, for us, that's just the starting point.
That's the door by which they can enter and get all these great things that happen to them.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So we suit them up for the interview. If they get the job, they actually get to come back for a whole week's worth of job appropriate attire. So job appropriate could mean many things. You know, they may go to the interview like that, but that might not be the outfit that they need as far as the job is concerned. So we got a call just today that someone needed black pants and a bow tie and a white button-down shirt and black shoes to go with it. Somebody might need khakis and polos. For a lot, it's business casual. Very rarely anymore, luckily, do we have a situation where the women have to wear a suit all week long. So,
Thank goodness.
yes,
So Thursdays from
1 to 4.
1 to 4, and please give the address and a phone number that they can call to get directions and more information,
Sure.
and even a website.
The address is 1165, and that's Center Parkway.
And that's near Tates Creek High School as well.
It's within sight of Tates Creek
Yes,
High School, so
okay.
it's just down the hill from Tates
Okay.
Creek. Our donation center is actually in Suite 205, and then our actual location is Suite 100. So they can park in front of 205 and come on over to Suite 100. But our phone number over there is 859-231-7848. Real easy to remember because it's 231-SUIT.
Oh, very nice.
Yes. So they can call 859-231-7848,
Okay.
and we can set up an appointment for them. We set up appointments just to make sure that we do have volunteers. As a staff of one, we rely on volunteers for everything, and donation day is one of those times that we really help the donations, that the volunteers help quite a
And
bit.
your website is what?
And our website is actually https:// it's lexington.dressforsuccess.org.
If they Googled that, they would find you also.
If they Google Dress for Success Lexington, they
Without
would
all
find
the
us.
HTTP,
It
the
gets a little
World Wide Web and all that kind of
Gets a
stuff.
little complicated
It
with all
is.
that, yes.
So you've got people that will donate clothing for women to wear in the professional environment.
Yes.
Who are the women that you serve, and how do they come to connect with you?
Sure. Well, we have served over 450 women since we opened our doors in just 3.5 years. So
That's
we're
fantastic.
very
Yeah.
excited about
Yeah.
that. Yeah. So the women that we serve have ranged in age from 16 to 72. Some of them have never graduated from high school and don't have their GED. Some of the ladies actually have their PhD. So all of those women come to us through the referral agencies that we partner with. You'll be having one on later today that's actually Lexington Rescue Mission and Jobs for Life. So Lexington Rescue Mission is one of our partner agencies. Places like Greenhouse 17, Goodwill, Advanced Lexington, Jubilee Jobs. So there are about 30 different agencies, community action, that we've partnered with, and we rely on those agencies to then identify the women that are in need of our services.
And someone will call you and say, Annalisa, I need some help. When they come into the office, what steps happen? What happens on that path to get them from when they come and talk to you first to getting clothing?
Sure. So we'll get a referral form from the agency. We'll know, according to that referral form, that Miss Jones is a size 16 and she is 5 feet 2 inches tall and she wears a size 9 shoe. We'll know a little bit about her in terms of what her background is, educationally, just some demographic information about her, and then we'll set up the appointment. So she comes in at 10 o'clock on Thursday. We actually will introduce her to all the services that we have, let her know what we expect from her, what she can expect from us, and then we go about getting them suited. And so it's not really a shopping experience per se.
Right.
What we find is a lot of the women that come in don't really know what it means to dress professionally or haven't necessarily had the opportunity to go on an interview and don't know some of the do's and don'ts when it comes to interview fashion, if you will. Just like they don't know, they've never had a resume, so we can work on the resumes and cover letters with them too.
So Dress for Success is tangible, But what you give them too is self-confidence, a safety net, resume building, self-assuredness. So by the time things happen with them, they not only look good, but their entire package is complete as well.
Absolutely. And we really like to look at it as a whole package. You know, more often than not, if they don't have a job, there's all kinds of underlying things that are going on with that. And a lot of that has been a serious hit to their self-confidence. So we really look to help build that. And I mean, when we go through the suiting with the ladies, you can really almost see a physical transformation with the women that we work with. Just because they do, it's time that's just them. You know, we don't allow family or friends or anyone to come in with them, so it's very much one-on-one time. And a lot of the women have never had that kind of attention, and it really does. You really can see them flourish.
Again, I've seen you out and about in the community. We've come to be friends by passing by, and I knew a little bit about what you did. I didn't want to know a lot. It is remarkable that you do this entire process.
Well, it takes a village, so I certainly don't do it alone. We've got some great volunteers. They volunteer in every aspect. So we've got women that come in and are helping us in our career center. They're helping us put on workshops. They're working one-on-one with the clients. We've got women in our boutique that are actually doing the suitings. Our donation center is quite an undertaking in and of itself. There's a young lady named Tatiana who's been with us for quite a while, who has really been instrumental in keeping all that and getting that together. We've got a sale coming up because a few things happen with our donations. They are either used directly in our suiting, they are donated on to other organizations because we just can't use them, or we earmark them for our sale.
You've referenced volunteers several times.
Yes.
In the last 2 minutes that we have, what volunteer, would you make a plea right now to the volunteers that you need on how they can help you and help the women?
We need as a staff of one, we need volunteers in all different areas of the organization. We've got some great committees and great events coming up this year. So our board members would love to have some assistance with some of those fun events that we've got coming up. They can help in things like the sales. We have a great runway show called Recycle the Runway that happens in the fall. We need people that can help with our different events. We need people hands-on working with our clients in the Career Center, hands-on working in our boutique. So it's really an opportunity to see it and make a difference in the women that we work with.
You need volunteers, you need board members, you need sponsors, you need people to donate very nice clothing to you that can be used and appreciated by other women. And your phone number in the last minute and the website is what?
859-231-7848 is our phone number. And lexington.dressforsuccess.org is our website.
That is remarkable what you do. We have, as we always tell people, we've got 14 minutes. This has flown by. And really, to your credit, you have made these connections yourself, all yourself. Thanks to you for doing this. I know that 400 plus women in town and a whole lot more waiting for your services. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Happy New Year, Annalisa.
Happy New Year to you, Paul.
We'll be right back on Heart of Gold.